Hey there everyone, RosePal here, and continuing with Precure month, it's time for me to continue my impressions on Healing Good. Today, I will be talking about my favourite episode of the season so far, but also one of my favourite episodes in the entirety of the Precure franchise. This is going to be more of an improvised video this time, so let's get to it. This episode really showed Hinata at her best, as well as continuing her flaws that we saw both in episode 5 and her debut episode, episode 4. She really knows how to do her fashion sense, especially with what this episode is all about. She basically takes the girls to a photo shoot at the mall, and she uses her creative skills to give not only the perfect accessories, but also to find the perfect dresses for the girls to wear for the photo shoot. And I love that aspect so much. Before we get to that, it might as well start from the beginning. The episode opened with Hinata showing both Nodoka and Chiyo a little video that she did with Nyataran. I really like this reference to all the videos that's done on TikTok and Instagram. She basically does a short dance in Nyataran, and it's with the ending theme of Healing Good, which is a really good, clever sense of continuity. And I also like the final shot where Nyataran is doing like a parody of those funny cat videos, especially those of Grumpy Cat. Oh, Grumpy Cat. May you rest in peace. Then Hinata notices the photographs that is on one of the shelves in Nodoka's living room, that she only has the photos from her childhood, specifically in her toddler years, because as you know from the series so far, that Nodoka spent most of her childhood in hospital with her illness, so she didn't have any time to do like any sort of fun activities with her family, so that would explain why there are less photographs of her and her family. This moment alone gives Hinata the idea that she should take like more photographs of her and her friends now that Nodoka is a new person in town, so she decides to take them to the mall for the photo shoot, which is a perfect good foreshadowing to how the episode is going to end without us realizing it first. So, bonus points there. I really loved how Hinata does the creative process of finding the perfect things to make and wear for the photo shoot, first by making some awesome jewellery, then followed by doing some really pretty nail accessories, and finally the hair accessories, which all of them look really, really great on the girls, especially Nodoka. And Chiyo has found this very interesting to her as well, because this is outside of her comfort zone, and she really settled into creating her looks very quickly. I also love the bits where Nyataran, Peggy-tan, and Rabarine made their own jewellery as well. The moment where Rabarine tells Tsu that this necklace needs to be doing, this is not how you do it, it shows that she has a bit of organizational skills, and she's also a perfectionist. So that part was really funny. And the moment where they tried the handmade accessories on, they were just so adorable. Even Shindroin, who made her appearance in this episode, really joined in on the fun too. I like where she was trying some accessories on her horns, which brought an adorable side to her. And she also wanted to impress Kim Byogen to actually notice her, which is kind of a bit of a running gag for her, which actually works in my opinion. And then, as we all know, there will be things that will be starting to go wrong, as when it came to trying choosing the dresses for the photo shoot, you get one of those moments where you stand in line for a sale of a new product or a new piece of clothing, and you can see like lots of people rushing in to get it. Nodoka kind of fell into this trap, as many people wanted the dresses that she was going to choose, and then suddenly like overcame with the crowd rush on her, which she kind of knew that she needed to get out of there and also try and get a breath of fresh air, which unfortunately for Hinata was kind of backfired against her. As I mentioned before, that Hinata is trying to develop a flaw that she has throughout the series. From the fifth episode, it made me think that she has a diagnosis of ADHD, also known as Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, which is one of the diagnoses on the autistic spectrum, especially in the higher tier. She goes into like situations without thinking it through first, and also like when she saw Nodoka being trampled on by the crowd, and when she had to get her out, she knew that she should have taken responsibility for it. When they were outside, she was trying to apologize for not seeing it straight away, and suggested that they should go home. But Chiyo and Nodoka decided that they wanted to stay until things quietened down, and hopefully to continue with the photo shoot as planned. And now we come to the fight scene against Shindroin and the latest Mega Byogen monster, It was quite fantastic. I really like throughout the series that they have a good balance of both the magical and physical attacks, which is a really huge improvement over the previous seasons, as most of the fights were only used for magical attacks rather than the physical. Hinata was really determined to defeat the monster on her own, but Nyato reminded her that he needed Nodoka and Chiyu's help. And Shinjoin actually agrees with this by putting forward an argument and also planted some seeds of doubt into her that, once again, she isn't thinking things through clearly. That might work against her in future battles. I had to think about it. This was a great foreshadowing to the recent episode that aired, episode 12, in the training camp episode, where after when the girls fought against Nouveau and Batimoda, the episode ended on Hinata showing signs of doubt herself of whether she would continue as a Precure. She's starting to understand that the fights will get more and more dangerous after this, and as we know in the next episode that she is thinking of quitting as a Precure. That was pretty good. Good job. Back to the topic at hand. Chiyo and Nodoka arrived just in time to save Hinata and Nyataran, and they both told her that they really admired her for what she done for them, especially with the fun day out they had today. And also they are determined to finish the photo shoot together. And Nodoka touched Hinata's hands. I totally shipped them! And the hilarious reaction that Hinata gives them by acting all flustered and everything, that played the humour so well. I expect more interactions with them after this. Well, now I think about it, they had some great interactions so far, especially in episode 8, where they both made the banner together for Chiyu during the athletics tournament. So, yeah, keep those interactions up. And then the end of the episode was really, really nice and fun to end on, as the girls do their photo shoot, and they have chosen their dresses princess style, and they look so pretty in them. And they also have the photo taken. And Chiyu's face... Chiyu, that doesn't make you look awkward, but in a good way. And what I mentioned before about that Hinata planned this to get more photos for Nodoka, that was really sweet of her when she revealed the truth to them. And now that they are friends, they can do more things with each other and get more photos. Keep on bringing your awesome development, Hinata, aka Cure Sparkle. I expect loads of more great things from you. Well, I think that went pretty well, seeing this is kind of my first improvised script, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, I want to know, what did you guys think of episode 9? Did you like Hinata's portrayal in the episode? And what was your favourite moment from the photo shoot montage? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, this is RosePal saying, see you later everyone, and odaijini!